Picture a quiet American suburb in the 1950s. Small houses, clean streets, a single paycheck supporting an entire family. One income bought a home. One career funded a retirement. One job built a life. For nearly 70 years, the safest place in society was the center, the middle class. But today, something profound is happening. The center is collapsing. Not overnight, not violently, but quietly, mathematically. The ladder that once lifted millions into stability is slowly disappearing, and what replaces it is something far less comfortable. A divide, not between political parties, not between generations, but between two economic realities. On one side are people who own assets. On the other side are people who sell time, and the distance between them grows wider every year. For decades, people believed a simple formula: work hard, save money, buy a house, retire comfortably. That formula worked in the 20th century, but the system that produced it no longer exists. Today, the economic machine operates on a different fuel: liquidity. Every time central banks inject money into the system, something predictable happens. Asset prices rise, stocks climb, real estate inflates, financial markets expand, but wages move slowly. This phenomenon has a name: the Cantillon effect. When money enters the economy, it does not spread evenly. It flows first toward assets. Those who already own stocks, companies, or property experience immediate appreciation. Those who rely purely on salaries feel the impact later, through higher prices. This is why housing can double in value while wages barely move. It is why markets surge while purchasing power quietly erodes. And this leads to a brutal financial truth: hard work alone is no longer a strategy. Labor produces income. Ownership produces wealth, and the two operate on completely different escalators. If your entire financial life depends on a paycheck, you are running uphill against currency devaluation. Meanwhile, asset owners ride a moving staircase that rises beneath their feet. Two systems, two speeds, one widening gap. The modern economy is quietly separating people into two groups, not by intelligence, not by effort, but by positioning. The first group rents their time. They exchange hours for income. They deposit their earnings into savings accounts. They hope stability will protect them. This group forms what we could call the labor class. They are not lazy. They are not incapable. But they are trapped on a treadmill. Every year, costs rise. Every year, their purchasing power shrinks. Progress requires running faster just to stay in the same place. Then there's the second group, the capital class. They do something fundamentally different. Instead of selling hours, they own productive assets: shares of companies, rental property, intellectual property, businesses, machines that generate income whether they are working or sleeping. Assets produce cash flow. Assets compound. Assets expand with inflation rather than being crushed by it. This creates a powerful asymmetry. Workers trade time for money. Owners allow money to produce more money. Technology is accelerating. Automation is expanding. Global liquidity is increasing. The divide will not shrink. It will widen. And pretending otherwise is like seeking shelter in a burning building simply because you've lived there for 40 years. So the real question becomes, how does someone move from one side of the divide to the other? Not through luck, not through speculation, but through deliberate positioning. Consider two professionals. Both earn strong incomes. Both work hard. Both believe they are doing everything correctly, but their decisions lead them to entirely different futures. Meet David. David earns $150,000 per year. On paper, he is successful. But he also purchases what could be called the middle-class starter pack, a luxury SUV, a large mortgage at the top of his affordability range, expensive vacations financed with credit, lifestyle upgrades every time income increases. David's salary is high, but his expenses rise at the same speed. His paycheck flows directly into consumption. His wealth never compounds. The system has quietly converted him into a permanent employee of his own lifestyle. He works harder every year, yet his financial freedom never arrives. The treadmill simply accelerates. Now meet Elena. Her salary is far more modest. She earns $70,000 per year, but Elena sees the economy differently. Instead of upgrading her lifestyle with every promotion, she channels excess income toward productive assets, index funds, equity ownership, income-producing investments. She is not merely saving money. She is buying small pieces of the economic engine. Every share she purchases becomes another worker generating income on her behalf. Over time, those assets begin to produce dividends. Those dividends purchase additional assets. And slowly, quietly, momentum begins to shift. Her wealth stops depending solely on labor. Her capital begins doing part of the work. Eventually, Elena crosses a powerful threshold. Her investments generate income equal to her salary. At that moment, something extraordinary happens. She is no longer trading time for survival. She has built a financial ecosystem, and ecosystems grow. This is how ordinary individuals move across the divide, not through brilliance, but through ownership. One share, one asset, one disciplined decision at a time. The 20th century rewarded stability. The 21st century rewards positioning. In the old world, being average meant safety. In the new world, average often means vulnerability. Because the center is shrinking, the economic landscape is separating into two territories: ownership or dependence, consumption or accumulation. The Great Divide is not theoretical. It is already visible in housing markets, financial markets, and retirement outcomes. Those who recognize the shift early gain time. Those who ignore it surrender opportunity. But this transformation is not something to fear. It is something to understand. Because once you see the system clearly, the strategy becomes obvious. Stop being a spectator of the economy. Start becoming an owner within it. Buy productive assets, build capital. Let your money begin working alongside you. The future does not belong to the comfortable. It belongs to the prepared. And today, preparation means something very specific. It means stepping off the treadmill and onto the escalator. Because the future belongs to those who see the split coming and have the courage to leave the comfort of the middle for the security of the summit. The choice, as always, is yours.